So we're actually on Operation Firestorm right now.
Yep.
One of the bigger maps with the most vehicles, where you're going to have your jets, you're going to have your helicopters, tanks, jeeps.
Can you turn and look real fast?
A little bit of everything.
So go up the hill real fast. I just want to turn and look at the building that's all crushed down and stuff. And answer a question we've been hearing. So that building used to be fully standing, and Frostbite 2 has taken effect on it. People have been asking, can you destroy full buildings like you could in Bad Company 2? Like the little smaller ones. So there's an example that yes, you can.
Okay.
Just preemptively answering questions.
Absolutely.
We did get that one quite a bit at a time.
But just to clarify, because I noticed in the campaign especially, you can't destroy everything in the campaign.
My teammates
just because you're telling a story and you're kind of funneling players down a certain way. So it's not. I found it to be not quite have the freedom of the Bad Company games.
For single player, possibly, right? So at the end of the day, everyone feels like different about it. But yes, it is meant to tell a story, and it's about engrossing the player into that experience. Mm-hmm. So we do help dictate certain things on whether or not you can or can't do.
Okay. Let's see. And I guess let's talk a little bit about the campaign. White Lion 7, Didier Kotzi is asking, is the campaign as he says immerse. I'm thinking he means immense.
Immersive events?
Immersive, as Bad Company 2. Can you blow up walls to get inside buildings, or is it dumb? Well, I don't know if that's so black and white, but there's definitely some walls you can blow up. I know there's one part you have to drive through a building in a tank. Mm-hmm. But I found in the campaign it to be a little bit limiting. Mm-hmm. If you saw my PC review, you can read a little bit more of my thoughts on the campaign. But I don't know, how do you guys compare it in terms of Bad Company 2? I thought it was a little shorter.
I guess time frame is all depends on the style of player and whether you play on normal, hard, things like that. So yeah, it's we feel like we get our experience across in the time frame that we've allotted to it, and at the end of the day, we feel like we've got a pretty cool experience, and it's fun because we had a whole new, because I mentioned earlier, we had a whole new blank spot with single player. Yeah. There was no single player in Battlefield 2, really. So we got to create a new story, new characters, everything like that from scratch. And we worked with a lot of people like Andy McNabb, and we worked with other consultants to help us with everything from weapon position, animation, style, lingo, all that stuff in there. You want to make sure that it's an authentic experience.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Let's keep
nice. Avenger.
Let's see.
Are you paying these guys? They're just running in front of you.
Into your bullets.
I'm invisible.
Oh, right there.
No, not really.
Let's see. And just so you guys know, if anyone's just tuning in, we're taking your questions live, answering as much as we can. Currently, we're playing on Xbox 360. Our PC review of Battlefield 3 is currently live on IGN.com. But send your questions over to @IGN with the hashtag BF3. And we're just looking through them and getting your questions answered as we go.
We also have a caption contest on Facebook's /IGN. You can enter there, and then we're going to pick 3 winners from there as well.
Cool. Yeah. And if you just tuned in as well, we are giving away copies of the game on your platform of choice. So stay with us, because you never know when that's going to happen.
So pretty.
We already gave away 1 copy.
They are shiny. And for anyone out there who's wondering where the console reviews are, we only got our copies the second these guys came to visit. So as soon as we're off the air, I'm going to jump right into seeing what the differences are and letting you guys know about the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions of Battlefield 3.
Look at those bullets. And a little bit of splatter.
Let's see.
We can talk a little bit about the map since we're kind of looking at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go get some elevation if you can, Tina. We'll show them an elevated viewpoint. But this map is really cool. One of the things we made sure that each map had a unique feel and style to it. And this one is very much like, it was internally called oil fields, and you can kind of see why, right? There's big drums everywhere. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
There's fires burning off in the distance.
Exactly. It's an oil refinery, and it's a really cool map because it's super dynamic. And one of the things I first noticed when I played this in Team Deathmatch, I think it was, is all of a sudden you're looking at it north, south, east, west is all changed up. Yeah. And so it feels totally different. So you're trying to realign yourself. That is a good weapon to be using. Get it off. Nice work. That's a Battlefield moment right there for sure. Boots in the air.
Is that him dead?
He's dead.
Nice.
He is dead. But these maps are cool, and like we were mentioning earlier, they're meant to be played across all these different modes, so you really, sometimes you'll be asking yourself, is this the same map? Like I really just play this in Rush, and now this is, squad deathmatch, this feels nothing like it.
And you see right now, Tina just unlocked a new rocket launcher for the engineer class. And these pop up as you play, so the second she goes back to the respawn menu, she can change up her loadout with her new unlocks.
Yeah, let's do a quick walkthrough on the loadouts.
Yeah, you guys can see some of the customization.
Yeah, there's quite a bit you can do on it. So right now, again, these counts are pretty much brand new. She's been playing with it for, a whole 20 minutes now. So there's a lot there. But if you hit B, you can see she's on engineer, and you can cycle through, and you can pick everything, and you can actually cycle through on the fly. You can see if you use the bumpers here, you can cycle through the 5 different areas here, and so you have a primary, secondary.
Jesus, one.
Yeah, do for it. And then you also have kind of weapon kind of perks in there. You can do things like give your team extra ammo, extra grenades, squad sprint, things like that, reduce explosive damage, all those different things.
Now, I know too, you get unlocks for vehicles as well, depending on how good you are with them.
Totally.
And I unlocked a decent amount. I'm not that good with jets, I'll be honest, everyone. I'm not that good flying jets. But I unlocked a ton of stuff with the helicopter.
Hard to master.
Yeah, exactly.
Play this
like I can fly without crashing, but you're moving so fast when you start out with just machine guns, it's tough to get your first few kills, you know?
It is.
So what I was actually curious, just because I didn't get there, what kind of high-level unlocks for the vehicles do you end up finding?
There's a bunch of stuff. You can do different optics on it, so basically thermal, I don't know if we do night vision, but there's thermal on there. You can get smokes on them. Smoke is a great one, actually, because it helps discharge if someone's locking onto you with either, a drone or targeting you with the javelin, and you smoke out, it will make it less likely to hit, and especially if you're in a crowded area, sometimes it's great to just pop that smoke, and if you can still see or target another vehicle or player, then just go after him with it.
I'm gonna kill you.
Somebody, let me find it, was asking about...
there you go. Oh, brutal. You've been getting a lot of knife kills.
Yeah.
Let's see. Taylor Hemphill asks, can you explain the dog tags again?
Absolutely.
Will they only come with close quarter kills?
Yes, they do. So the dog tags, you're able to customize your dog tags, which is part of the reason we made the experience of getting them a lot more personal, is they are more personal. You're able, we'll see when, boring dog tags here, because again, a lot of people are
just the gamer tag along with his rank at this
level. But you can customize that second side with emblems, icons, things that you either unlock.
Yeah, I noticed as you go, like if you're doing a lot of medic, I unlocked like a savior emblem for bringing a lot of people back to life.
No.
Here he goes, everyone. This is Tina flying a jet. Okay,
no,
take it over.
Kevin.
Maybe you can teach us all something. Can give everyone at home a few tips for flying jets.
So we'll start with just the nice, we'll just do a little glaze over of what's going on here. So
Operation Firestorm.
Get used to your controls and just work on slow bank turns and stuff, and just start here, right? Then you can start working on spraying and praying the bullets. So this is a good way to come in. It's a lot easier if you actually go up, let off the gas.
Make a little bit of a dipping run.
Now come down, yeah. I don't know where they all are at. Did we just lose audio?
Towers.
Get excited.
Oh, look at this. Where's the Top Gun theme when we need it?
Absolutely.
How do you guys compare the jets to Battlefield? I mean, how do you feel about them compared to Battlefield 2?
I mean, they're different, and especially on console, that was, you hear a lot of questions about people asking, oh, they're going to be too hard to fly on I want to find another aircraft, actually, right now. I love the air-to-air battles. A lot of people worried about how they would feel on console, but as you can see, doing okay. Hanging out here, having a good time. So,
and just to reiterate, when people are flying jets or even helicopters, they can go outside of the normal territory that other
but
people
if you're going to crash and you have to eject, you're going to still get
I was going to show you, but I probably won't. If you're this far out, you can actually see on the mini-map, you can see those bars there. Yeah. That denotes that, hey, all right, we're letting you fly out here, but you can't do it. And then soon you'll see I'll be back in the normal. Yeah. There we go, back to the normal area. So I don't know where these guys are. It's a full map. I want to find someone to shoot.
Why don't we just suicide into a building? That'd be bad.
Let's do this then.
See, Matt Gunter asks, thanks for doing this. Watch it now. Can you get in some vehicles? Show us that.
Do it!
Welcome. Woo!
Too late.
He almost survived.
Too late of an eject.
Yes.